Hi there, Soldiers Living God. We're here in Liberty's production department, and we I was sharing basically reading the book 23 Days to Change Your Life with Bishop Renato Cardoso. 21 days, sorry, I keep saying 23. I don't know where the other 2 days come from. Anywho, we're on chapter 11 because day 11 of the fast of Daniel, and we're sharing about how in chapter 11, Thomas, after hearing about Jesus saying he wants to go back to heal or to go to Lazarus, right? And the Jews are looking for them in Judea, which the disciples mentioned. Thomas says, okay, you know what? Well, let's all go and die together. Pretty much summarizing. Look at the chapters at the end of the chapter 11. And we was thinking about that. And we were speaking here. And, our soldier here, Excel, touched on something very important, because I was saying how if that was the Old Testament and Timothy said that, Thomas, said that, do you know what would happen? An angel would have appeared and said, look, according to your word now, you will die as you have spoken. And it'll be over, right? But that didn't happen. You see that it was just a full stop and they continued with the mission. And Excel here put it very nicely, the comparison between the Old Testament and the New Testament, what Jesus done. Tell us, share with us, Soldier Living God.
Right. Well, I was saying that basically in the Old Testament, what we see is about how we need to be before God. We need to do stuff. It's like, for example, if a man is on, if a leper needs to live away, a woman, if she's in the time of the month, live away. If you have committed a sin, you kill an unblemished animal. And it was all about acts. So it was all about what we need to do, kind of thing. But at the same time, people's hearts were not pure. People's hearts were not genuine. They were not real. So they did all these things. So it was all about the acts, but it wasn't about the
looking
person.
religious, right?
Exactly. You kind of ticked the religious boxes. You ticked the requirements, so to speak. But whereas Jesus came so that we can then, that's why he kind of rubbished a lot of the tradition. Not that they weren't important, but it was about, okay, you can do all of these things, but your heart is not clean. And that was why he said, there will come a time when it's not about, oh, you worship in Jerusalem, or you worship here, you worship, but it's about those who worship God in spirit and in truth. So it's about who we are, not what we do. Yeah. So, and I think that's where, because if we are who we are, then what we do will be more of an impact.
That's it. And the interesting thing is that you can do and be fake and have nothing to do with God. However, when we end up doing anyway.
Exactly.
And is approved by God. And that's what Jesus' point is. Yeah. And that's in between a relationship with God and religion.
Yes, absolutely.
About God.
Absolutely. Because if you take exactly what you just said, when you are and you do, it's more impactful.
No, when you are, you do anyway.
Exactly.
And it's more impactful.
And it's more impactful because, you're doing it out of the pureness, if you like. I mean, nobody is perfect. Nobody is pure. Nobody is without sin. But when we are genuine, when we are who we are, when we are right before God, what we do is more impactful. Because yes, like you said, we naturally do. But when you just do to tick boxes, so you have the appearance, and which was what the Pharisees were. You appear as this in your royal robes and everything.
And the interesting thing is that it evolved into more doing, but God wasn't involved with it. It's even things that God didn't say, oh, wash your hands. And Jesus is like, who told you that? Where's that in the scripture?
It's not about what enters a man, but it's what comes out of a man.
Budov.
So, so it doesn't mean that we will never wash our hands, but at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's not about, that's not, because they were bothered about the religiosity, the technicality of, let's
And guess what? And if someone did something wrong, guess what they'll use? They'll use their hands to go and steal a person and shed their blood.
So, absolutely.
And God is seeing all this, and they think God is not seeing that. So Jesus dropped it like his heart. Thank you.
Exactly, absolutely. So that was it, really.
The joy of the Lord of our strength consistently, soldier of God. I hope this has blessed you. This is good.